a couple that goes in to adopt a child and ends up coming home with a load of kids, and therefore it is an instant family. I feel like if I didn't know directly that Sean, that this is his story, I feel like I would have caught on, because he's very particular about little moments that I think somebody else might have missed. And he has a sensitivity to it all. And obviously he's bringing his experience. And I feel really lucky to be a part of this. It's exciting when there's some sort of root of truth or reality that something's coming from, and this definitely has it. I think he's really wanting to make people see things differently, and I think it's going to make a huge difference, for sure. It's not just some silly comedy coming out. There's weight and a message, and I think it's definitely going to change some people's lives. I think it's hit me on different levels as time has gone on what the potential is for this movie. But yeah, I feel definitely proud to be a part of it. The humor presents itself naturally, you know. It goes together in these moments of awkwardness, and especially playing off of Octavia's character, who's, I mean, it's just, it's there naturally, especially when people are so kind of different, and yeah, moments of awkwardness that's kind of easily presented in these scenes. I don't feel like I'm afraid to laugh at things or, overthinking, like, oh, how am I going to make this comedic when it's heavy, or it just happens naturally. Well, we call ourselves Weeble and Wobble rather than Yin Yang. I hope she mentioned that. She did, okay. I can't remember actually who is Weeble and who's Wobble, but I'm one of those. Well, I think what's nice about my character is, I get to give more of a informative, positive spin on things, whereas Octavia jumps in with more of the crazy reality that people can potentially run into in this type of situation. And yeah, the Weeble and the Wobble collide, and it's really fun. I mean, she's obviously just so great and fun to watch, and sometimes I have to remember that I'm in the scene with her, and I can't just stop and watch her. I hadn't seen much of Rose before. I mean, I'm very familiar with Mark, and I'm a fan pre-acting, and for him, his days before he was acting. And Rose, I became an instant fan. I just, it's effortless. Her delivery and her sense of humor, and I mean, I was just truly stopped in my tracks. She's She's great. He is so phenomenal. I mean, he's so present and has a great sense of humor, and he's one of those directors where I know I'm going to be leaving this project wanting to work with him all the time. I don't know if it's mutual, but and he's definitely somebody where when you mention his name, everyone's like, "Oh my God, that guy's the best." So, yeah, he's great. He's really great. Very thoughtful, just very thoughtful. I mean, there's so much information that's taken from a booklet or brochure that you're going to read in an adoption agency, and you talk to somebody in person, and then you weigh your options when you go home, and that's what I've done in my life so far, and it's something I'm, like I said, still researching, but this movie bringing it to life and showing the process, and I also think the way they've done the ending is gonna, I just imagine everyone in every theater going, that's it, we're gonna go adopt all the kids,